Sports has become a medium for political vendetta ever since Donald Trump took charge. And while the US president and America has been subjected to criticism in major events, with the US anthem being booed at tournaments across Canada, it's now Trump using sports to reignite geopolitical tensions. The US president feels that the tariff tensions between Canada, Mexico and USA will make the 2026 World Cup an interesting affair, a tournament that the three countries are set to host.
Oh, I think it's going to make it more exciting. Tension's a good thing.
Even for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think it makes it much more exciting.
That's the US president, of course, welcoming his close friend, FIFA President Gianni Infantino, to the White House over the weekend, where the Republicans signed an executive order to establish a White House World Cup task force. This is for the FIFA Club World Cup, which America is set to host later this year. The controversial event, which will be a first of its kind with an expanded 32-team tournament spanning close to a month.
Oh, that is good. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow. That's one I have.
While the Club World Cup itself is under a stormy cloud of criticism, but while unveiling this trophy, Trump used the moment to say what he did, that the tensions between the countries are only going to be good for the 2026 World Cup that's around. Ever since Trump made it clear to impose massive tariffs on imports from America's neighbors, Canada and Mexico, America's relations have only turned sour with the two countries. And it is likely to turn worse given Trump's reluctance to back down.
I think so, but the tariffs could go up as time goes by, and they may go up, and I don't know if it's predictability. I think.
And while the Republican is adamant to stick to his decisions, neither Canada nor Mexico want to bow down to Trump's call either. Canada's incoming Prime Minister, Mark Carney, has made no bones about it.
America is not Canada. And Canada never, ever will be part of America in any way, shape, or form. Look, we didn't ask for this fight. We didn't ask for this fight. But Canadians are always ready when someone else drops the gloves. So the Americans, they should make no mistake, in trade as in hockey, Canada will win.
So yes, it's amid these simmering tensions that the three nations are expected to unite for the FIFA World Cup as co-hosts. While the American president feels all this chaos would only make the World Cup more exciting, will it really? Now, Trump, being Trump, is of the kind who thinks any publicity is good publicity. Tension is good, just means a box office hit. But when has tensions between co-hosts really been a good thing? Take the ICC Champions Trophy, for example. The tenuous ties between India and Pakistan forced the event to take on the hybrid model. This led to a certain amount of friction, even with other teams mumbling about bias. India had to play their matches in Dubai, and others had to travel back and forth between UAE and Pakistan. And this when India wasn't even co-hosting the event. At the FIFA World Cup, all three will be hosting the tournament together. And Trump's tariff threats aren't just turning the relations bitter, but also threatening to bring recession in Canada and Mexico. Last year, Mexico exported roughly $505 billion worth of goods to the US, which is roughly 30% of its GDP, while Canada exported goods worth over $400 billion, about 20% of its GDP. If the tariffs rates are increased, the earnings of both these nations would be impacted severely, which raises the question, will Canada and Mexico be able to spend on the infrastructure and everything else that really comes with organizing or even co-organizing a World Cup? While Canada and Mexico are both reliant on America, Canada, being the strong economy, might still push through. But can a struggling Mexico? Canada and America are still not the most established footballing nations. Mexico, on the other hand, will be hosting their third World Cup. It's a country that is obsessed with football. Mexican fans are known to bring their footballing heritage and fervor wherever they go. And these political developments are strongly hinting at America trying to gain that upper hand when it comes to the organization of the 2026 World Cup. Will Canada and Mexico be willing to play ball?
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.